Gumi is playing Takia, lying up and down, aiding and abetting, enabling terrorists, trying to work on our psyches using religion. So when Gumi was talking to the Muslims in Ibadan, what was he thinking? He was asking them to stand up and defend the terrorists, the right of the terrorists to have their right to education. So Muslims should rise up and join him in defending the terrorists, despite all they have done. Because I don't actually really get it. Maybe you do, right? Here is his reaction, by the way, when these Eruku worshippers were released. He quickly built on that and said, see, that's why negotiation is good. Negotiation is good. Money have exchanged hands, Abi. This is your Nigeria.
Oh, okay. You see, Abuja, Kaduna Road used to be the most dangerous place where travelers can be kidnapped day and night. But now there is no more kidnapping in that area. Kaduna is becoming peaceful. Katsina states, most of the local governments are becoming peaceful. It's only in Zamfara, Kebbi, Sokoto. So there is an improvement. It's not like before. So I think people should be patient. I think the government is taking the right step.
So we have some cases of insecurity in Kwara State now, and it wasn't so there.
How these are sporadic cases. You can never ever eliminate terror completely. In America recently, one Nigerian killed his father and injured his two sisters. Will I say that America is not safe anymore? No. You have sporadic cases. So, but generally the picture is improving. And I think Nigerians should be patient. Things will get better.
So what do you have to say about the threats issued by President Donald Trump?
Yes, you see, if truly he wants to help Nigeria, that is not the language he uses. It's a language of indignation, language of abusing us, threatening us, disgracing us in the political and worldly arena. If you want to help people, you don't abuse them. There's nobody who can take this kind of abuse and indignation from a foreign country.
So why delivery of man? You said
economic, the way they because the same way they are threatening Venezuela now, and they have their worship there, and the pretext that they are going to fight drug barons. What has drug barons got to do with the presidential palace or the military? So they always have a pretext. They always have a reason. But it's not Christianity. Now, Christians in Palestine are complaining of attack from Jewish community. Churches were destroyed, but America is not going in there, it's supporting the Jews. So for America to use religion, it means it has an ulterior motive, which we should all be careful. We Muslims and Christians, we are living very fine in this country. Just tell me in Ibadan, is there any animosity between Muslims and Christians? There is not. So how can we allow a foreigner, a colonist, an imperialist to come and divide us on false pretense, and when we know they want our resources? Let me tell you one thing. Zamfara State, I'm from Zamfara State. There is a lot of gold in Zamfara and other minerals. It's not only the southern state they are greedy about, even in the north. There are a lot of rare minerals, lithium and other things, cobalt, that they want. So when they come and divide us, we become so weak, we cannot protect our nation, and they take away. When you go, there's one in the past, one very religious Christian who went to London. He said when he went to London, he was shocked. They came here preaching about this and that and that. When he went there, he saw that they are just enjoying their lives. This is just exactly, if you go to America, they're just enjoying their lives. So we should not allow religion to be used. As well, I will not allow Islam to be used by any foreign nation or the Arab world to come here and divide us. Because when you go there too, it's about nationalism, Arab nationalism. It's not about Islam. So we should not allow all these foreigners to come in and disturb us, whether Islamic or Christian.
Nuisance, Lele.
Did you see the old deflections? Or there is, if people get killed in America, would you say America is not safe? we are the same. Things are getting better. But what happened to these 315 schoolgirls kidnapped from St. Mary's Catholic School in Niger State? How about the 25 taken from Kebbi School? They are still in captivity. How about the 65 taken in Katsina about a week ago? Nobody is even talking about them. And what about the list of soldiers killed in the last 1 week alone? Would anybody say everything is getting better that way except a terror sympathizer? Here is a Fulani terrorist, proud to now tell all of us that, yes, they took the Kebbi girls, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. That very soon, they will begin to kidnap politicians. They will begin to kidnap, governors and the rest of them. Really? Nigerians are like having mixed feelings about that. They were like, why don't you just go for the politicians? Maybe when you go for them, they will get serious. Now, here is a terrorist that needs education, according to Gumi.
To an tashi kuwa ta da kwalarsa, an ɗauki 'yan makaranta a Kebbi Sites, an ɗauki 'yan makaranta a Niger Sites. Nan gaba sojoji za mu ringa kama muna ɗaukowa muna kai su a daji muna na ɗaure. Diba lambobin soja. Najeriya. Nan gaba za mu ɗauki gwamna, za mu ɗauki shugaban ƙasa, za mu ɗauki sauransu. Ba ruwanmu da an kama kowa. Gwamnati ba ta iya mama maganin ku komi. Ku koma ma Allah ya maku maganin komi, ya share maku kukanku. Ƙato ba zai iya ba. An tashi, na gaishe ku mutanen social media, ina maku barka da warhaka.
They will kidnap soldiers. They will kidnap politicians. And the rest of you will actually understand that they are in charge. He recorded the video, uploaded the video, like he's been doing, because nobody is looking for him. The reality on ground, okay, it's not just about the cows. It is the fact that when you look at these kids, most of them are actually kids, okay, are mostly on drugs, who are like, they have become so emboldened that you may know the famous ones who are like famous, those they call their leaders. But there are splinter groups that just do their own freelancing because they are all given guns and ammunitions. When you go to Kaduna, that this Sheikh Osama bin Gumi said it's peaceful now. What makes it peaceful? To Gumi, is it that with over 1 million internally displaced people in Kaduna, which in fact 80 to 90% of that are from southern Kaduna, is that a peace? Or the over 52 communities that the Kaduna state government have done so well to prevent the journalists and the media from accessing, because these 52 communities, I'm not saying 52 people, 52 towns, communities, villages that have become so like desolated right now. Nobody lives there except the terrorists themselves. There's so much you need to see tonight. So if you are still with me, remember, take a moment right now and like the broadcast, okay? And then I come back to the comment section, okay? Continue your engagement. Here is a fraction of what Nigeria is dealing with. We'll keep reminding us.
Can somebody just imagine this? Inside a farm where I cultivated, can you just see that these people are just being evil? Wèrè tó dá ìwádà. Wèrè tó dà yín wá dà. Oko tí mo fi owó dá ni o. Ẹ wo. Ẹ wòran ẹ wà àwọn olórí burúkú yá.
Dan miƙe. Dan miƙe. Dan ƙara miƙe. Dan ƙara miƙe. Dan ƙara miƙe. Da alamun tsayin ka bai kai ba da saura. Ɗiyi. Talakawan Najeriya da ɓarayin Najeriya da sojojin Najeriya.
Don muna buƙatar kuɗaɗe a taimaka mana in ba haka za mu ƙara ta'addanci.
Faɗin wannan kun dai san sulhu ake yi.
PNDP
DSS. To ka cire hannun mana. Ka sha falfa. Kun ga shugaban ƙasa Bola Ahmed Tinubu namu mai ba mu shawara a yi sata. A ci gaba da cin kayan mutane. Gwamnatin tarayya Abuja su ce local government ɗin su Tinubu. Mun gaishe.
Zaune suna ne.
Nigeria's reality, the one that you will likely not see on their TV, on your national TV in Nigeria, because there is a complete media blackout in so many places, sponsored, like proudly sponsored by this government, and both from states, local government, and the federal. There are some certain things they don't want you to see. You've been hearing that the terrorists will kill people when they invade, right? They will set some of the houses ablaze. And then those who escape, they just leave. They never come back. Their entire life trajectory is altered that moment. That they will never really actually be the same again, right? Including children, though. They will never come back to these places. You'll be hearing about it. In southern Kaduna, there are places, communities, where the state government under El Rufaya succeeded in helping the Fulani terrorists to resettle on abandoned communities. And the state government appointed Seriki Fulani in Christian communities that have become abandoned because of this terrorism. Nigeria, Baba, honestly speaking, honest man, it's not a real place, right? So, a war reporter, or should I say tragedy reporter or something, whatever he called himself, right? So, decided to breach the government's approval by going to these communities to share a few details with us. And I'm going to share with you abandoned communities. Some of them have now been occupied by the Fulani terrorists. Others remained abandoned, except just around where you see cows and herds of animals moving around. The real indigenous people in these communities have vacated these areas, courtesy of the APC. Kaduna government is said to have been paying ₦1 billion to this bandit, or they call them to this terrorist, in order to please reduce killings and reduce, sure you get. But this is Kaduna.
My name is...
The back.
No, I got it.
Okay. Action.
My name is Luca Binyat. I am basically a conflict reporter, and I write for Truth Nigeria. Where I am right now, it's a village, once very prosperous village, that belonged to the Adara ethnic nationality, who are basically Christians. The name of this place is called Kujeni, and is in Kajuru County in Kaduna State. This place is part of the Middle Belt because they identify as the ethnic Christians of northern Nigeria, all in the Middle Belt. It is impossible to imagine the life that was here. These people have been living here peacefully for centuries. And around me, though you could see some ruins still standing, this used to be a very dense community, highly populated with schools, with churches, with playgrounds, and everything that will make a village community happy. But today, you won't believe that there were ever structures here. What the villagers do now, after they have been chased out severally, until they could no longer hold to defend themselves, they had to leave the village. The ones that you may be seeing around just come around to tend to the farm produce that they farmed during the rainy season. Luckily for them, the Fulani herdsmen, who have been their perpetual tormentors, have not eaten up these crops like we have seen in other places. This Kujeni is about 80 miles southwest of Kaduna metropolis. It is now an empty space, and it's not only this place. Coming here is quite a big security challenge. We had to pass through a lot of military checkpoints on the way, and we had to persuade them to leave us. But apart from that, there are many other communities. In fact, from what have been listed to us, there are over 52 of these communities, and they include Kujeni Dutse, Kwakwari, Kakuku, Ungwam Puda, Ungwam Madaki, Ungwam Barde. I've been to Ungwam Barde. It was the first place that the Fulanis launched attack in 2019 and killed 11 people. The place has been sacked now. There's also Gindingada, there's Itisi, there's even Ivanaturu, among many others. These are largely Christian communities that have been displaced. We heard that, of course, it's true, that the governor of Kaduna State, Ubasani, had granted these bandits, these Fulani herdsmen, the armed militia of the Fulani wing, what he calls state pardon and amnesty, and in fact integrated them into society by rehabilitating them, including complete Medicare for the repentant, so-called repentant bandits. But as villagers will tell us, there is nothing like repentance among them because they have not been able to return to their homes. Almost 2 years since Governor Obasani granted them that amnesty. So the villagers are very excited with the announcement by Trump that Nigeria is now a country of concern. So I have come here to make on-the-spot assessment if it is true what government have been claiming, that the amnesty granted the bandits has resulted to the return of displaced villagers. There is nothing like that. There is no welfare for them. There is still no sufficient security for them. In fact, as we go around, you'll be hearing it from the horses' mouth themselves. Let us move.
Thank you. That man should be protected, though. Did you see that information you just said now? It's actually online already, you know? But that information is to put it to you what I have been telling you all this while. All it would take was just for a bold journalist to actually go on a tour in southern Kaduna, 52 communities. Think about that. Think about where you come from. I am from Odogbolu. Where are you from? I'm not asking you where you live right now. Where are you from? We all have places we call home that we always want to go back to. As a typical African, you say, yeah? So I'm from Odogbolu. If you have been to Odogbolu, Ayekpe, Ikenne, then to Shagam. Okay, don't go to Shagam. Shagam is a city. So then cross the motorway, go to Ileshan, Irolu, and those places like that.